Good morning. Welcome this morning to the last part of my campaign platform for the upcoming mayoral election on November the 9th. This might be the most important part of the platform, giving recent events in the city of Prince Albert, but they're not standalone. This has been ongoing for at least 2 years now. Crime doesn't happen in a vacuum. I've always said that. Crime, homelessness, and addictions issues in Prince Albert are on the rise. I've said this before in the campaign. Failing to plan is planning to fail when it came to our failing infrastructure. And the same holds true now as it applies to our crime rate. Homelessness and addictions as well. These have not occurred overnight, yet the current municipal politicians are demanding additional resources from the provincial government. And I have to wonder why now it's such a big issue. I've had meetings with our community-based agencies on the front lines, and we've discussed issues with healthcare professionals as well, who all have a vested interest in these matters. They say a made in Prince Albert solution is possible, and it's not about putting fences up around buildings to keep people out. It's more than possible when it comes to our marginalized homeless and persons with addictions as well. They have provided counsel to me that financial resources are not the primary need, but the city needs to be at the table to facilitate group conversations and to understand they play a social role in working towards a solution. I have already made the statement that if elected mayor, I will put in place a mayoral advisory council whereby representation from the Prince Albert Grand Council, community-based agencies such as the YWCA, mental health professionals, addictions professionals, and physicians who specialize in addictions will be partners and ask for their input and advice to help shape our solutions as we move forward. This will take time to work on together for sure, and I see this as a long-term commitment from those on the council. It should be no secret that dealing with overall crime is my first priority as mayoral candidate, given my service as a police officer, president of the Prince Albert Police Association for multiple terms, and my time in the provincial government as a minister responsible for policing and public safety. What should be concerning is that addressing the crime rate never even made the mayor's top pre-budget priority list for 2021. Where has he been? He's cut bylaw from the Prince Albert Police Service, and that's left them now at City Hall, which leaves the police service with a valuable resource that they can no longer call on. We see the chief of police left with no other option today but to pull resources from within the police service to assist major crimes in their investigations. This leaves a void within other sections of the police service. Last year and now this year, we see unprecedented numbers of murders, attempted murders, gun and drug seizures in Prince Albert. Where has our mayor been? We heard crickets when we should have been hearing about additional resources these past 2 years for the police service. Even now, after hearing about this news release, it'll be too little, too late to give his lack of proven leadership a true test. If he takes action now at all, I will ask you, why is it Prince Albert has never gotten out of the top 10 in the Maclean survey for the most violent crime-filled cities in Canada? Some years we were in the top 5, and sadly, we will most likely be there again come this November ranking. This, I believe, is because up to now, the mayor has not been listening. Since returning to the Prince Albert Police Service in 2015 and being the president of the Prince Albert Police Association up to my retirement this year, I have told the past 2 chiefs of police that there is a frontline membership crisis who require more and more resources. We've encountered more and more gangs and guns and persons displaying gang affiliation colors and self-disclosing gang affiliations during investigations. The Police Association has also raised the need for additional officers during multiple contract negotiations, and the only person making decisions on behalf of the Board of Police Commissioners seems to be the mayor, who is a spokesperson for that group. Time and time again during contract negotiations, the city management team has to go consult with the mayor when these issues are brought up. I made it clear year after year as the president of the association that we need a specific guns and gangs unit as we see in larger urban centers. As members were getting concerned. We see the provincial government funding specific positions within the Prince Albert Police Service, and I'm very thankful for those positions, and I'm not making demands on them at this time. The trends have clearly indicated an escalation of gangs, guns, and drugs in our city, and those criminal activities are a major factor in the escalation of murders and violence we see today. Now, since my retirement from Prince Albert Police Association and service, we see a rarely used tactic whereby a police association conducts a non-confidence motion on the chief of police as a clear indication of frustration that they are not being listened to and respected, which may also be a vote of non-confidence on the mayor as the spokesperson of the Board of Police Commissioners. If elected mayor, I will assume the position of chair of the Prince Albert Board of Police Commissioners, given my experiences, to lead the discussions as we move forward. I will instruct the Chief of Police that for the 2021 budget process, the Services Administration budget will be cut and 2 officers on the front line will be hired and funded from those savings. As mayor, I will have the City of Prince Albert fund additionally 4 more officers for a total of 6 new recruits and members for the front line when they return from police college, where 6 other experienced members now will take over and make a guns and gangs unit. This unit will provide support to the intelligence unit and major crimes in our police service. It is hoped that these new hires could attend the fall or the January class of 2021. More importantly, because today we're on the riverbank, I will also be looking to a seniors advisory and advocacy committee where they can advise the police commission on needs such as when and where additional officers would be effective to ensure their safety downtown and on the riverbank. Our seniors built this city, and we have to ensure they are listened to and take their counsel and advice. Some supporters have stated that they are planning to move out of Prince Albert if we don't get things changed soon. We need to ensure our seniors and families feel safe as they go out. We need to work with those on the front lines to support our marginalized persons and make our streets safe for everybody. In closing, there are 4 clear choices in this campaign when it comes to public safety. One candidate for mayor wants to defund the police. Another candidate has contributed to the problem over the last 4 years by being a landlord with questionable properties. The third candidate, our current mayor, has remained quiet and silent when it comes to public safety for the last 2 years. Or you have a candidate with proven experience in leadership in policing and provincial politics, directing resources. I will work hard to help make Prince Albert a better and safer place for each person, family, and business. I'm Daryl Hickey. I'm running to be your mayor on November the 9th. Thank you for your support.